At 5:30, a Lexington woman had quite the close call this morning after a vehicle crashed into her apartment. We'll have more coming up in a live report.
Also, as people in Johnson County began the recovery process after devastating floods swept across eastern Kentucky, many across the Commonwealth are now pitching in to help.
And a bizarre find in Franklin County after someone found a human skull several feet down in a sinkhole. We're tracking the investigation.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. It's your Thursday, July 23rd, and we're glad you're with us on WKYT. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. It was nice to have a day yesterday of really little humidity, but we're hearing it could be back.
Yeah, and maybe a shower or two, especially south of Lexington. But this is the only day for that, as we have a nice stretch. Let's check in right now with Micah in our First Alert Weather Center.
Yeah, we're looking outside with that rain slowly but surely creeping on in here. And yeah, the humidity will rise just a bit, but it's really not going to be oppressive whatsoever, so it'll actually feel quite nice, especially if you're not under that rain. There's First Alert Defender live radar with the rain back toward the west, toward the southwest. There you are with that rain stretching into our southern zones very shortly and our western zones, so keep that in mind. But remember, this is mainly showers that's moving on in. You could have a rumble of thunder, but most of this activity will just be showery activity. 63 now in Frankfort. Looks good on those roadways. Then we head into the afternoon. There you are, holding on to that rain. But look, by 8 p.m., I took the rain chance on out. So it's really late morning, early afternoon that you see the bulk move through the southern zones. But I'll show you how far north it could come. That is the key word, coming up in just a few minutes.
Okay, thank you.
New this morning, we are tracking the investigation after police say a driver crashed their vehicle into a Lexington apartment building and then just drove off.
Yeah, it happened in the middle of the night, about 2:30 this morning on Jennifer Road. That's out in the Eastland area. WKYT's Mark Barber is live from the scene with more. Mark, I understand you've now talked to one of the people who lives there. Did she tell you something new this morning?
Good morning, Bill. She did. She said that when the car hit her apartment, it actually slammed right into her bedroom wall. She says that it could have been an incredibly close call because up until a couple weeks ago, she always slept right up against that wall. Now, the firefighters think that a driver who was backing up in the parking lot of the New Circle apartment complex off of Eastland Parkway and Jennifer Road hit the apartment, nearly crashing through a wall. The damage to that apartment is extensive. The support beams were fractured, a wall buckled, breaking bricks and glass. The driver who caused the mess, they've disappeared. Fire crews have condemned the ground floor apartment as well as the second and third story apartments above it. We're told no one lived on the second floor, but the woman on the first floor and a woman up on the third floor have both been displaced. The woman who lives in the unit where the car hit says she's going to wait this one out at her daughter's home. She tells us that she left to visit her daughter last night, and that's why she was not in her apartment when the car barreled into her bedroom around 2:30 this morning.
It scared me to death, especially because up until about 2 months ago, where the window was where the head of my bed was, and I moved it to a different wall about 2 months ago. So if I had been in bed when this happened, that would have been right above me.
Investigators say they are now trying to figure out who hit the building and then drove off. Now, I did speak with the property manager, and he tells me that they do have surveillance video on this property. He says that they're going to start looking through it. They're hoping that this crash was caught on camera. Live in Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
All right, thanks so much, Mark. Lexington police say a teenager trying to run from them ended up being hit by a car. This happened around 7:30 last night near the intersection of North Broadway and West Loudon. Police say 45 minutes earlier they had received a report of someone firing shots at a home on Carlisle Avenue. Police later spotted a car matching a description of the one used by the shooter, but police say two teenagers inside it jumped out and ran off. While trying to run away, they say one of the teens ran in front of a car and was hit. He was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Police say they soon arrested the other teen.
Anytime someone's willing to indiscriminately discharge a firearm at a house, obviously, regardless of the time of day, it's a significant risk, not only to the people who live there, but the people who live next door and people behind.
Well, police say two people, including a child, were at the home at the time, but they were not injured. Police are not sure why the home was targeted.
The time this morning is 5:35 on WKYT, and there's been a very unusual discovery on a Franklin County farm. Police say someone found a human skull more than 10 feet down a sinkhole. The man who lives at the farm on Jones Lane said that a worker mowing around the sinkhole noticed the skull. He says the sinkhole had been open since the end of winter. Investigators say they also found other fractured remains. The Franklin County Sheriff's Office says investigators are not sure how long the remains have been in the sinkhole. They treated the area like a crime scene in case, and the sinkhole has now been filled in.
Mystery in that case.
Yeah, really.
Well, we've been hearing a lot, of course, about those affected by the flooding in Johnson County, but what about first responders in the area?
Well, Lexington police are stepping up now, and they want to make sure that their fellow first responders are not forgotten, and they have a way that you can help. Let's go out to Michelle Chamberlain joining us now in Lexington with more. Michelle, how can people here get involved today?
You know, Bill, if the viewers want to get involved, today is their chance. Lexington police, they'll be collecting donations here in Lexington, and they'll deliver those items tonight to Johnson County at around 6 o'clock. You can drop off your donations here at the West Roll Call Center on Old Frankfort Pike from 8 to 4 o'clock. The Lexington police will deliver the items to Johnson County Police, Fire, EMS, and other first responders tonight, and they plan on staying until Sunday to help with the cleanup efforts. The goal is to help the first responders and their families to clean up their homes and properties, as they've been the ones working so hard to help others. You can also get involved by joining the group to contribute to the cleanup efforts. You can contact the police department if you're interested. If you cannot volunteer your time, remember, donations are extremely helpful too. The department is asking for donations of gift cards and cleaning supplies, and these donations can be dropped off here at the West Roll Call Center on Old Frankfort Pike from 8 to 4 o'clock today. Live in Lexington, Michelle Chamberlain, WKYT.
All right, thanks, Michelle. A trip to Mammoth Cave ended up costing an Ohio man a lot more than he expected. Investigators say during the trip, someone stole his identity and spent thousands of dollars of his money at stores in Lexington. They say on June 25th, the thief opened up credit cards in Lexington and in Nicholasville. Authorities say the victim and the thief do not look alike, so they're surprised the thief's tactics worked.
The victim in this case was a 6'3", 270-pound white male. My suspect in the pictures is probably approximately 5'9", approximately 170 pounds, African-American male. So quite a bit of difference.
Authorities say they're also looking for two women who were with the suspect at one of the stores.
A Laurel County couple is under arrest after police say people saw their one-year-old grandson alone outside of an apartment complex. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office says Egbert and Mitzi Hensley did not have custody of the child, but investigators say the couple brought the child with them when they left their home in Pendleton County for a funeral in Corbin. They say the child somehow got out of the apartment that the family was staying in. When police showed up, they say Egbert Hensley became violent. The Hensleys are charged with custodial interference.
In national news, almost 2 weeks after her arrest, jail intake forms released by Texas officials appear to show conflicting information about Sandra Bland's state of mind.
And while the 28-year-old's death in a Texas jail cell has been ruled a suicide, federal and local authorities are now investigating the case as a possible homicide. Hannah Daniels has more.
In Sandra Bland's handwritten jail intake form, there are check marks in the yes category, next to the questions asking, have you ever felt very depressed, and do you feel that way now? Yet in this computer-generated one, only a few hours later, the same questions are marked no. Bland's family and friends have insisted she would not have hanged herself in her jail cell 3 days after her arrest.
She was making plans to get out of jail.
Levon Mosley told a local station Bland left him this rather upbeat voicemail while behind bars, which CBS News has not been able to confirm independently.
How did switching lanes with no signal turn into all of this? I don't even know.
Both forms do show Bland had previously attempted suicide, but jail officials in Waller County never placed her on suicide watch. Hempstead Mayor Michael Wolf Sr. says he's worried many people have already made up their minds about a tragedy still under investigation.
We don't have these issues that are being presented in terms of extreme racist tensions.
Get out of the car! And then I will light you up. Get out!
Bland was arrested after a confrontation during a routine traffic stop on July 10th. After seeing dashcam video of the incident, her family questions why she was arrested in the first place. Anna Daniels, CBS News.
The trooper arrested Bland for assaulting a public servant and is now on administrative leave for violating unspecified police procedures and the Texas Department of Public Safety's courtesy policy.
New this morning, the Fayette County coroner says health conditions and drugs led to the deaths of 2 Lexington inmates back in April. This is according to our partners at the Herald Leader. Stephen Wayne Liris was found in his cell unresponsive on April 14th and was taken to the hospital where he died. The coroner's report said he died from a mixture of drugs and alcohol combined with heart disease. Arthur Buchanan, who died in his cell 3 days later, died of natural causes, specifically an irregular heartbeat.
A Clark County judge could make a decision soon about a controversial rock quarry. The judge gave attorneys 20 days to file arguments for or against rezoning for that quarry. Last year, the Southwest Clark Neighborhood Association sued the Clark County Fiscal Court as well as the county's Planning Commission and the Allen Company. They are against the rezoning decision, allowing the Allen Company to build a limestone quarry near the Kentucky River. And it's time to check live drive traffic this morning at 5:41 and see how things are moving along bright and early out there.
According to the Waze map, not too much action on the roads this morning, so that should be a good thing for you as you're headed in for your commute into work.
All right, and those traveling south of Lexington this afternoon could encounter a shower, so sort of keep that in mind. Be ready to hit the wipers. Otherwise, it looks pretty good today. A lot more coming up on WKYT this morning on your Thursday.
A Kentucky Proud movie opens this weekend in Lexington and Louisville. We'll tell you all about this movie filmed entirely in the Commonwealth. That's coming up in 5.
Still watching that rain, but let me tell you this isn't going to be a whole heck of a lot of rain. So there's good news for you. The only problem is we just got to get through it first. I'll talk about that, and also Friday, Saturday, Sunday are looking good but hot. I'll have those temperatures coming up next.